Novi Mercedes-Benz razreda E, torej model z oznako W214, velja za 6. generacijo tega modela. Oznako E je Mercedes-Benz namreč uvedel leta 1993, ampak modele s takšno idealno kombinacijo velikosti, udobja, zmogljivosti, napredne tehnike in tudi prestiža Mercedes-Benz ponuja pravzaprav že okoli 100 let. Moje praktično seznanjenje s predhodniki razreda E pa začnimo tik po drugi svetovni vojni.
It looks like a pre-war car, what it basically is, because it was developed in the 30s and was then known as the 170V, and already 7,000 units were sold in pre-war. And after war, the engineers took what they had and relaunched it as a police and medical car. That was just what was needed during the time. And in 47, as you can see here, passenger car. It was the 170V, and what we see here is the
luxury version.
The luxury version, correct. It's called the 170S, basically, because it's super, and in terms of equipment, it does have advanced features. For example, that's the indicator.
That's the turning indicator. Wow.
It does have the column shift, a 4-gear manual gearbox. And this is a diesel engine. So we have a 170 DS.
Wow.
And fun fact about this particular car, that was actually delivered to Vienna. It was built in 53, late 53, and in January 54 was first delivered here to Vienna.
So this car came back today.
It came back, yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the first car that looks like today's Mercedes E-Class, the three-door sedan.
Yeah.
Why is it called the Ponton?
Ponton, because of its similarity with the, you may know, ponton bridges. And what's the invention here, it's a unibody design.
The first Mercedes unibody.
The first Mercedes built with the unibody. And the three-box design, so you have the engine compartment, you have the passenger compartment and the trunk. So that was a real evolution step. And in terms of fuel consumption, aerodynamic, yeah.
The next one is Fintail, inspired by Americas.
The Cadillac's Eldorado with the huge Fintail. We made it a little bit less large.
Of course, the European version of America.
But it's still, you see the origins, and so the nickname of the car is Fintail.
As I heard, this Fintail version of E-Class was the first Mercedes that introduced us with some safety features.
Absolutely.
What are the safety features? Can we see something from the safety department?
Yeah, we can open the hood. Yeah, Bella Barini, he was the engineer at this time, responsible for a lot of safety innovations. And what we introduced here was the crumble zone. And yeah, we can
there it is.
Actually see it here. If you look inside the engine compartment, you see this.
Aha, so this is the...
Yeah, and it's made like a U.
Okay.
And in case of a frontal crash, it goes like this. So, and it absorbs the energy and keeps the passengers safe. We did a lot of crash tests. There you see how it works with the rocket. We accelerated the car and then it ran into barriers and fell over. We did tests to roll over the car, to make the roof stronger. So a lot of innovations in terms of safety went into the car. There's one more safety feature we should mention in this car. It's at the steering when you walk around. Back in the days, the steering column was stiff and caused a lot of
Lives.
You also see progress at the steering. Not only design-wise, also in safety features. You have this, it's now covered with some soft material, saves you in a case of a frontal crash. And here you have this kind of, you can imagine like a telescope steering column. So in a frontal crash.
Just here.
Yeah, it was introduced first here.
What is the nickname of this one? I forgot.
So we move on from, this is 61 to 68.
68.
And yeah, it was introduced in 68 and there were the same numbers in terms of engine sizes. So to make it clear that it's the new model series, the engineers made it stroke 8. Strich acht in Germany. So this is a very popular nickname all people often use. It's the model series 114. It was the first million seller at Mercedes. And in a total lifespan, more than 1.9 millions were sold of that car.
1.9.
Beside the limousine, it was first available as a coupe version. So here with this series, the coupe was introduced as a second variation.
Že v tem temno-zelenem avtomatiku sem lahko izkoristil ekstremno ozek obračalni krog, ki je še danes značilnost Mercedesov. In že Mercedes iz 60-ih letih bil neizmerno udoben, popolnoma ustrezen tudi za današnji promet. Še posebej pa je vsakdanja raba starega Mercedesa značilna za model V123.
We go into the 70s. 67, the limousine of the 123 series was introduced, and 1 year later we brought the first T model. The T of the series stands for touring and transport, and it was basically a lifestyle estate. So you used it for vacations, could take a lot of stuff with you. This car does have a 6-cylinder engine with 185 horsepower.
185.
So a very powerful estate. And from that on, each other Mercedes E-Class generation was built as an estate until the new 214. There's an estate as well.
But still no airbag.
Still no airbag here.
And the airbag brings us to the next model.
Which was introduced in 1984 as the limousine, as well as we here had a coupe. We had the estate as well, and new, the cabriolet was here introduced. This is top of the notch. This is introduced in 1990, the 124 with the 8-cylinder engine.
We should see it.
Okay, let's have a look underneath the hood.
So this is 8-cylinder, but this is a collaboration, as I heard.
Yeah, that's correct. V8 engine called M119, and it was used in the SL series. During the time, the we and Stilfing did not have the capacity to marriage the car with the engine, so we used the expertise at Porsche. The car went out of the factory and was brought to Zuffenhausen, and they fitted in the Mercedes engine, because it was, for the limousine, the engine compartment was
quite big, yeah.
Too small, so some adjustments had to be done. to fit this 5-liter engine with, first it had 326 horsepower, later with 326. Totally successful, 10,400 of this type were made. And what we here does have is kind of the unicorn. It's the limited edition, just 500 of this particular type were built.
What is special about this limited edition?
Some interior features. Look, for example, the seats and the color you find here. So this is special. The car was delivered in silver and sapphire black, and some interior details. It cost, back in the day when it was launched, it already cost almost doubled as the normal 300 of the 124 series.
What was the price?
About 130,000 German marks. Now you have to spend the same amount, a little bit more probably, but in euros. So it's
and the prices are going up.
Yeah, it's something it's increasing in value. So it's a collectible car, it's for sure.
Ali bo tudi na primeru novega 6. razreda E Mercedes-Benz izdelal kakšno zbirateljsko različico? No, to je po eni strani kar težko pričakovati. Lahko pa že takoj po prvi uvodni vožnji sklepamo, da bo avtomobil navdušil. Potencial je namreč res velik. Naj vas o tem prepričamo z vašim naslednjim klikom.